Ladies, gentlemen, and every magnificent thing between and outside, this is the Envoy of Kairos and my wonderful campaign stars for the second session of Digimon Analogue Adventures, Blackout. The beta campaign is well underway, and it's going to get so much better on this one. So, what do you all recall as to where we left off?
Well,
Yes,
as I
that
left
was a
off,
cool cutscene.
while not freaking out, Rowan and Chumon were basically, leaving for what seemed like the nearest sanctuary, for journalistic integrity and intent. Yeah, I'm doing it because I'm scared out of my freaking mind.
Hailey is basically booking it with a happy, vibrating murder fish puppy.
I'm carrying K-Cube's king body to the park because it just got absolutely destroyed. It got laser beamed by a little cat robot.
Artie is just clutching her very, very pulverized right arm. Still gripping the guitar like it's, nobody's business. And definitely opting for we had this under control. We don't have it under control anymore. We should probably run.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. The apocalypse happened and I got saved by a goddamn Looney Tune. What the fuck?
A goddamn Looney Tune.
Stop nutting fire on me.
No.
Well, I have something very special for you all, because, as the world continues to glitch around you, becoming less and less stable, you suddenly find that the glitching simply stops out of nowhere. The world is still strange and miscolored around you, but stability seems to be suddenly returning at a shocking pace compared to the change. And out of nowhere, a light begins to descend from the sky. I made a fucking opening sequence. As you saw from the opening, as that light descends from the sky, you suddenly glitch through the world into absolute darkness, and as you fall, a light in the distance slowly coalesces and unblurs into a clear picture of an enormous, shining tree. This tree seems to be made of pixels and code, constantly flowing with its branches bending in unnatural yet gorgeous ways. And as you fall towards a particular cluster of branches, you can see that these branches are, unlike the bright cyans and blues that the rest of the tree is, there's some part of the roots that's a deep, sickly red and orange that's slowly spreading up and carrying these darker pixels towards a cluster of branches that appear to have spiraled and woven together into a cage with a very dark, glowing fruit at the center. And as you descend into this part of the tree, you black out once more, only to then wake up in the middle of a mossy grove, surrounded by what appears to be petrified trees with aluminum leaves.
I always thought that I wanted to make being green a little bit more metal, but this is a little bit ridiculous.
Huh. Weird.
Now, the more interesting thing is that a few of the Digimon that are with you might somewhat recognize the place. In each of their individual servers, they would have remembered occasionally seeing groves just like this. They're usually considered hallowed ground.
I've been sitting on a joke this entire time, so I'm just gonna say it. Man, whoever planted this grove must be rich. What are you talking about? You know, silver leaf? Gestures at the aluminum leaves. No?
If I had my drum kit here with me,
Get
I'd
it.
throw it at you.
Throw it.
Rowan just raises his arm and says, "I get it."
I also
man.
get it.
I wouldn't be
Damn, yeah.
I wouldn't be
But
surprised if
doesn't mean it's-
Caprice just pistol whipped you for that one.
She doesn't want
I mean,
to.
it's
She doesn't want to hurt Jason more than his feelings. The silent stare did
Jason,
enough.
bro, I knew I
Yeah,
loved
I
you,
mean,
dude. Come here.
Hailey
Get it.
finally takes her earbuds out. They were in for the entirety of the last time. She didn't have time to take them out. So she finally takes them out and stores them away.
Jason reaches through his pockets and realizes, I dropped my cell phone.
That's Rowan's reaction when he realized there's no Wi-Fi.
Haley just keeps
Yeah.
trying different maps apps. She has like 5, so it's Google Maps and Waze and various ones, and nothing's going through.
I'm just imagining now that Jesus like, what's going on? And like, well, Rowan's inconsolably like, you don't realize, man, I lost it. I lost my like frequency. I'm gonna fall into irrelevancy.
Jason puts his
Oh,
hand on
no.
Rowan's shoulder and goes, look, you could just start a horror ARG when we get back.
I don't know how to.
Haley also says like, or you could start documenting it and become the next Blair Witch Project.
Can just be a found footage thing, yeah.
Yeah, therefore it doesn't matter if we live or die.
Art's eyes kind of perk up and immediately remembers the thing, fishes around in her pocket, and is relieved that some of her stuff is still there. The world might be falling apart, but hey, still got my stuff.
What are the more civilized and cultured of Digimon here thinking with the fact that they've suddenly appeared on hallowed ground in their own world?
Reese is
know.
very uncomfortable.
Scratch is looking around, trying to make sense about the immediate surroundings. Like it's all familiar, but corrupted, and it's giving her a very, very strong sense of unease, and it's started to show on their expression.
Rowan is starting his like video. Hey, welcome. This is Rowan Archimedes, and I'm live vlogging the. Well, I don't know where we are. Hey, Cheese, what are you? Hey, where are you going? Cheese is sleeping the entire, and Cheese is walking away from the group. Nuts.
I guess Rune is following them.
Well, yes, I was leaving.
You can't just leave.
Actually, yeah, good idea. Why stay here? You can walk. Let's go somewhere else. I mean, it's
Where
not-
can
it's-
we go?
Now that is a
Um,
good question, because even though this is hallowed ground, it's a sort of hallowed ground that is largely scattered and duplicated across many digital worlds, and they recognize its traits, but not the specific one nor its location. You're gonna have to put some effort into figuring out where you are and where to go, but the problem is, as you look up, the complication of your location becomes a little more apparent, both to the humans and the Digimon. Because the sky looks a little off. It appears to be early morning, the oranges and purples of sunrise scattered across. But there's random patches of green and turquoise pixelation all across the sky, moving like clouds. And beyond that, you can see, in the fringes of your vision, 5 separate moons, all in a myriad of different colors.
This is some Star Wars shit, man.
Well, I did it with the isekai today.
Skulk a bit of a fucking field day with this shit.
No, I've been isekai'd.
To my fellow audience, I am either in an entirely new alien world, or my Sunday my morning bagel had more in it than I don't know, cream cheese.
I didn't
It
know
wasn't
you
everything
did.
bagel.
You had hot bagel.
I don't know. It's a bagel.
Quick question.
Yeah,
Hailey has survivalist. Does she notice anything overtly?
Yes. If you want to use survivalist, then roll either knowledge or courage.
1 second to see which one. They're all the same. It's just 3, so that's 3d4, right?
Yep. Survivalist gives you advantage on it, so
I roll twice then.
yeah.
9, much better.
Okay, so what you do notice is that you can hear running water nearby. It's not too close, but it's near enough to hear that there's definitely a river somewhere around you.
Can I hear the directionality?
Most definitely, although there is a considerable echo because of all of the aluminum leaves, it is obviously louder in one particular direction. Which, considering the odd sky, you can't exactly be sure what cardinal direction that is, or if they're even relevant here.
Then Hailey will say, I hear water in that direction. Do you think we should go there? That's my guess.
Well, water is always good.
Yeah. I think where there's water, there's civilization. I mean, check out Egypt.
I am thirsty, and I am curious what aluminum water would taste like.
If
I don't
nothing
think
else,
you
I
want-
mean, it would give us some place to get our bearings, right?
Yeah.
Indeed it would. Hey, if you're this far in the video, maybe consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing to the channel. And if you really want to help me out, consider following the link below to check out my book. I also do commissions, so feel free to contact me for that over any of my socials. Now, I'll let you get back to the video. So, is everyone, including the Digimon, in agreement on heading in this direction?
Yes.
Yes.
Rune just jumps in my arms again, like, I want to walk. I'm like,
Violent
fine.
fish puppy is
Jumon
just kind of happily bouncing around.
Jumon says, no! Rowan, grabbing Jumon by the backpack. Yes!
You have time during your travels to discuss and introduce yourselves to each other a bit. Get more familiar with your partners.
Well, all right. Rowan's going to take this opportunity to go first. Hello, I'm Rowan Archimedes. I'm a superstar streamer, absolute life of the party. You can trust me for, oh God, I have, so I just realized I might have very little to absolutely no survival knowledge whatsoever. So I don't know how I can actually contribute into the group, but don't
Hailey
worry.
just-
I have a can-do attitude.
What can your rat do?
You can throw cheese. We saw.
Yeah.
Well, anything else other than throwing cheese that blows up into a stink cloud? Can we eat your cheese? Is that a thing we can do?
No, you cannot eat. Well, no.
Scratch
don't
visibly
think you can
recoiled.
eat the cheese. I don't think you can eat the cheese, but I also don't. You could eat the cheese, but I also think that if you eat the cheese, you'll quite possibly either end up paralyzed or poisoned. I don't think there's any. It's an attack move. It's a form of self-defense. I don't think you can really eat it.
Scratch
So in
like visibly recoiled, and Art has this look on her face like you just grew a third head right in front of her.
So in other words, we could eat the cheese
guys,
once.
Guys, leave cheese alone. Cheese? Yes. Who's cheese? Your cheese. I'm cheese? Yes. Why? I don't know. Because throw cheese.
Well, you're very creative, Mr. Starman.
Wow, can I name you? No. And why not? I already have it.
Okay, Stinky. Where'd you get that name? Where'd you get that from? I don't know. You humans smell.
I mean, you do kind of smell.
Actually, like Rowan actually starts like sniffing himself. Like, do I actually smell right now?
Well, those who have it can't smell it.
I walk up next to him and like just lightly, like do the reassuring hand on the shoulder, and say, "Yeah, yeah, you smell a little bit ripe there, buddy," and just like pat, and then just go back over towards Scratch.
I'm Lucy. I'm just, a thing that exists in the wild. But what are you? What are you thing?
Well, my name is Rune, and I'm a superstar.
It's like, do you usually shoot laser beams out of your mouth? That's a cute outfit you have. And when
Thank you. I am Rune. I am a Lunamon.
it's like, that's cool. What is a Lunamon? It's like,
It's me. I am a Lunamon.
oh, well, I guess that settles it then.
My name is Art or Artemis. Just call me Artie. Just do that, please.
Carney.
No, just one of them. Just one or the other.
Okay, hey gal. Sorry, that was
Brace's
poorly planned. That was poorly
Brace's guitar to prepare to hit.
That was
Why am I
that was
catching
poorly planned.
strays?
Because you don't shut up, Rowan.
Lost my train of thought. Got derailed. This jungle is way too dense with metal. I play music. Me and my band were kind of scoping some stuff out. They were a little bit late. I was on the corner looking for new venues, and gestures widely, this all happened. And what's your name? My name is Scratch. And it's good to meet you. Just wish it was under different circumstances. And we kind of nod at each other, just kind of letting their own mild bits of social anxiety take hold and keep on walking along.
Haley Isherwood, current junior engineering at Temple University, and part-time barista. I will be rather irritated if this means I have issues with my degree or my job. Currently dealing with this. Holds out vibrating murder fish that's purring and just saying, warm, warm, over and over.
Well, at least it seems he likes you.
Yep. You got a name, little buddy? And no name yet. We'll workshop it.
So do we each have one of these things?
Looks like it.
I believe that would be Caprice's cue as the oldest and most experienced here to explain a bit of what's going on.
Yeah, I want to get my voice modulator running so that I can not have to try that hard to voice Caprice.
Let's see, is it working?
I don't care if you're a clownfish.
It appears to be working.
Voice mod.
It is working.
Do I sound like a woman?
Not quite.
You sound shorter.
You sound You sound like a third of the way to Chipmunk.
Or Urkel.
Honestly,
Oh,
works.
actually, yeah,
Honestly,
very
works
much
for me.
Urkel.
Did I do that?
God damn it.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Just shoot
Tails,
somebody in the back of the
You can't be smoking
head.
that cigarette. That's no good.
God damn it.
All right. Fuck.
Well, PG, man. What the hell? I don't know how old this little thing in my arm is. How old are you?
I'm 43.
Holy shit, 43.
Every every time you speak, it makes me think of that. My dad makes me smoke cigarettes if I don't finish my skitty.
Not to finish my skin. I spring in my pocket.
I love them so
I
much.
love what a creature. All right, so what's got you all fucking irritated, dude?
None of you know what's going on. Not one of you. Not even you.
Well, yeah.
Points to Scratch. I assume.
She kind of like takes notes. Like, I didn't say anything about not knowing. I just don't want to talk until I have all of the information at hand. This place is way, way different from the last time I was here.
So you were here
Yeah.
before?
Who hasn't been here before?
I don't know, man. I hasn't been here before.
Wahoo just looks very confused at you. They remember nothing like this in their life.
Do none of y'all take any kind of pilgrimage?
I mean, I go to the bathroom here and then.
Scratch is mildly but visibly irritated and just
Uh,
waves her hand and says, "You know what? Go ahead. What do you got?"
Yeah, you do kind of look like you would say pilgrim.
Shut up.
Hailey just looks at Wahoo. How old are you anyway? He flaps his fin like 7 times. So we're dealing with a 7-year-old here.
There's a little baby.
Especially in Digimon years. That's pretty much an infant still.
That's the idea.
A literal baby. Okay. Alright. So, the humans here, you're chosen. It's destiny. You're here not because of anything you did, but because something decided you should be. It's fate. It's out of your hands, except for the fact that if you mess up, you're gonna die. Worse.
Well, that's for sure.
The Digimon with you will die too. Probably.
Digimon, so that's what you are?
Yeah.
Oh. So you're like Power Rangers or something?
I don't know what that is.
Please don't be a magical girl. Please don't be a magical girl. I don't want there to be a
Oh,
cute.
hell yeah. Oh, I want to be a magical girl.
I don't want to have to hunt 3 things.
Please be a magical girl. Please be a magical girl.
We can have like cool transformations like Sailor Moon.
And turn into a kaiju and we lose our hope.
Oh,
What kind of magical girls are you on about?
You know what? If you don't know, I won't enlighten you.
It just
I'm
feels
only
like you're
vaguely
treating.
aware of Madoka and all of her magicas.
Don't lose your head. It's not a problem.
We're
fair enough.
talking about. So we're talking about like bad things that can happen to magical girls. I can think of things way worse than kaiju transformation.
Fair, agreed.
It would be really cool to just be a magical girl, but instead of magical girls, they turn into kaijus. Kaiju girls.
Wait. Holds up fish.
Magic
Do you turn into a kaiju? Do you turn into a kaiju? Fish just purrs
what
contently.
the hell is a kaiju?
Big
It's like-
giant monster.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
we can all do that probably.
Big monster.
Oh shit, really? For real?
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so you saw how what went down in the streets happened. We had to protect you guys.
Yep.
You guys are useless, I bet you're thinking. Only kinda.
So you're supposed to protect me, little thing? Then why am I carrying you?
Because I'm light.
Well, you do shoot laser beams out of your mouth, so I guess.
She's your pretty cute gun, yes.
You are my pretty cute gun.
I am a pretty cute gun.
It's like, yeah, you are. You're so cute.
Who's my murder fish? Who is my murder fish?
Blub.
She looks at Jason and says, "You healed me in the middle of that fight. That's kind of the point of all this. That's the reason you're here." She looks at the group. "You all have the ability to charge up your partners. We don't know exactly what it is about humans, but your emotional spectrum acts as a battery for us. Gives us strength."
Art kind of rubs her arm and looks at Scratch, who's also looking back at her. Just remarks that, having you do the heavy lifting is a lot more convenient than trying to hit something with a guitar and failing miserably. And Scratch is kind of grins a little bit, nods, and also just replies that, that was pretty reckless, but admirable what you did back there. Just don't make that a habit if we're gonna survive any of this.
Good job being a baseball, fishy.
Well, now that you've all been caught up on largely what you're here for, thanks to Caprice, which excellently explained, Ben.
Yay.
You've
job,
gotten far enough in your walk towards the river to come across it and get a clear look at what you're dealing with here. And, it is a pretty sizable river. It is also, for some fucking reason, paradoxically flowing uphill.
I
That
don't
ain't
think
right.
water does that.
Water-
Scratch just looks at it and looks at everybody baffled and just sighs and says, "Okay, before anybody gets too excited about this water situation, this is normal for this area. Don't get too excited."
Now that you've gotten close to the river and are far enough from the woods to look along the river and see up where it's flowing in the direction of a rather large lake, Wahoo would probably be pretty excited because he actually recognizes this lake and some things about the town next to it. And in fact, multiple of the Digimon among the cast recognize things about this town, except all of them recognize different things about it. It would look particularly strange to the humans here because the architecture, from what they're seeing, looks like a strange amalgamation of several different cultures. Some of it looks a little Western American, some of it looks Edo period Japan, some of it looks slightly medieval, a bit of it is semi-modern American. It's a lot of everything. And even stranger, it looks like a lot of these buildings were less built the way they were, and more like, for some reason, they suddenly overlapped each other and existed in the same place.
So Rowan is going to go over, I don't know, do a panoramic shot with his phone and say, "Well, as you see now, we are apparently at the discarded set of it's a Small Worlds movie. I think that's his only contribution."
Lucy gets excited and is like, "Oh, we're in the movie? Whoa, this is so cool. No wonder everything is so trippy." Rune just gets distraught. She's like,
My city!
she just sees the amalgamation of buildings and she just floats away towards it. It's like, "Oh, I can't cross this river."
Wait, she can float and she
Well,
has to
the
carry her?
city is thankfully on the same side of
Yes.
the river as you guys currently. And
Oh.
beside the lake up north.
Jason
Well,
deals
then
at the
she
bank of
just-
the river.
Or not north.
She just floats
it's
north down.
not north, it's east.
Well, she floats towards town, and I'm run after her like, hey, wait! We don't know what... We didn't even check the river. Aren't you thirsty? Man, I'm kind of thirsty. Is this drinkable water?
Cut to Jason.
Hey, are you dead yet?
Art's just looking at
Nope.
the scene of recklessly slurping up random lake water and just raises an elbow and kind of like nudges Scratch. Hey, that water is safe to drink, right? And Scratch shrugs and just says, yes, no, this place is a lot more different than the last time I was here.
Hailey just
that
looks
Play-
at Wahoo
play
and
that-
looks at her fish. She's like, safe? Kind of vibrates a little bit. She shrugs and gets out what is like an old battered metal canteen from some kind of army surplus that she drank during her previous run and just puts it in there. She plans on heating it up before doing anything drinking wise.
Smart
It's
move.
designed to be heated, so.
Thankfully, while Jason's drinking it, it does seem to be rather clear, crystalline, healthy water. Although,
Cut in that one scene from Dragon Ball Z Bridge. Oh god, that was so refreshing. Shame it was all salt water.
well, yeah, that is the one slight downside. It does have a very slight salty tinge, but not enough to be dangerous. It's more like, think the point in a river where it's getting close to the ocean, where the currents where like the tide might bring a little bit of that salt in, but not enough for it to classify as salt water.
So it's just barely brackish then. Okay.
Yeah.
This shit tastes like saline.
So wait,
Why do you know what saline tastes like? I have made many mistakes throughout my life.
Question: does this imply we're near an estuary then, or is it more like a salt marsh kind of thing?
No, it's largely because the river is flowing uphill and bringing the water straight from the ocean.
Okay.
Oh,
That would do it.
I guess I would just grab some and then go.
Yeah. Haley's gonna be like, need some water, need a drink, and Wahoo just gleefully just plucks into the river, kind of does a quick swim, and blobs black into her arms, all wet. So
Of course.
now she has the wet murder cat.
What vertical?
Wet fish.
Yeah.
So, as you follow this river and slowly make your way towards the town, you notice that there's something running towards you
Oh shit.
from the direction of the town. So, probably someone civilized.
Well, Rune just stops in her tracks, and we catch up to her. I grab her and be like, "Stop! Don't run away out of nowhere!" As I start shaking her, like, "Ah!"
Well, what she ends up seeing is what appears to be a rather old... It seems elderly. It's very wrinkly and saggy and hunched, and walking with a hand-carved walking stick that also seems to have a bunch of holes in it that suggest it might somehow double as a woodwind instrument. But this creature is quite unique but familiar. Seems very frog-like, with huge eyes, kinda short still, but generally a bit taller than Caprice. It's an elderly Geckomon. Particularly,
Whoa!
this is one that Rune would actually recognize from her own world, known as Elder Brato. So yeah, this elderly frog Digimon runs up looking like he was like fully expecting some crazy shit to be going down, only to stumble to a stop and stare gaping at Rune like, "Oh, Rune, dear, it's been some time. I had feared you had died."
Rune just is so happy to see. He's like,
Uncle Gecko.
But one thing that Rune would consider odd about
There too.
one thing Rune would consider odd about this conversation, or at least how he started it, is that when he says it's been some time, it sounds like in his point of view, he hasn't seen her in years. But as far as she remembers, she saw him yesterday.
What do you mean by that, Uncle? You saw him yesterday. Surely hasn't been that long.
I had feared as much, especially seeing humans along with you. You were on Earth, weren't you?
What's Earth?
Okay, so we're not on Earth. We're not in Kansas anymore, guys.
well,
He just
we're from Earth.
Well, I mean, look up.
Well, I'm really not Kansas, so
Yeah, but like one's pointing at like the 5 moons, and points at the city with non-Euclidean architecture.
Listen. I still hadn't ruled out that I was hallucinating.
Well, I certainly wouldn't blame you for that. Personally, many of us were thinking the same thing several years ago. You see, one thing that most of us with knowledge of other incursions between worlds know that time moves strangely between Earth and the digital world. Largely, time moves faster here, much, much faster. Even if you were only there for a few minutes, several years have passed here.
Well, Lucy starts to panic, like, wait, so that means that years are going by in the real world right now?
No, they mean the other way.
Seconds.
It's like
we're in a hyperbolic time chamber.
So we could be here for years and only seconds would pass in our world.
gestures
That's like
towards the
time
person that
chamber.
just said that. Yes, that one.
Oh,
Rowan?
well, this?
It's odd they spent a long time in our world. I'm surprised. How long has it been since you've seen her, Elder?
He takes a moment to rub the back of his head as he thinks this over, and he's like, good question. My old age, my memory, and grasp of time have grown weaker. But I suppose it's somewhere around 12 years.
What years?
Well,
Question: Would you all agree how long was it out there? Was it like 12 minutes? Is it a 1-to-1?
Like an hour.
It might have felt that way because of the combat, but what really went on with you guys in session 1 only took 3 minutes.
Oof.
3
Jeez.
minutes.
Wait,
Actually, no, considering all of the conversation, no, it would be closer to like 7.
can we assume someone took our phones out and realized how short it's been?
Yeah,
You, Starman. What time is it?
Party time.
Well, I get.
No, that's a good
I
answer.
let out a little giggle, but it's like, all right, like what time is it?
well, if any of you check your phones, you might find that the clocks on them appear to be glitching and adjusting randomly until they eventually settle while you're staring at them, setting themselves to what appears to be the local standard time.
I pull up my flipper and look at it because it has time functionality, and I'm like, aw.
Damn, how old is that thing?
Yeah, Lily tries to look at it out of the corner of our eye to see if it's something that only changes when she looks at it, or if it's...
It does seem to have like only been changing for a few moments, and then it settled on local
Okay.
standard time.
So it's not a perception-based effect, it's more of a... Now we're here, it's normalized effect. Okay, good to know.
Art, after glancing at her phone, just kind of clicks the side and, shuts the screen again and just sighs. Yeah, Yeah, that figures. That super figures.
Well, upside, you don't have to worry too much about time passing in your own world while you're here. Surely you'll be here for a while. There isn't too much evidence to it, as humans haven't come to most digital worlds. None of the ones involved here, but stories get between servers occasionally. Usually when particularly powerful warriors travel between. But normally you end up dealing with whatever events you're called here for, soon enough to not have to worry about aging too quickly while you're here.
That's good to know.
Oh, we should just stay here forever then.
And become a cryptid in the real world?
I mean,
Local
For most
YouTuber
people, I'm
vanishes.
already considered a
Who knows what
cryptid.
happened?
I can't imagine that whatever brought us here is just gonna let us chill the entire time. I don't think this is a vacation.
You have no idea.
Resisting the call rarely goes well.
Honestly, Rune, I'm glad you weren't here when it all went down. When you disappeared, it was just when the chaos was beginning. It was a day we've since come to call the compilation. As you can see, our little town has changed quite a lot since you were last here. In fact, it has changed in many different ways for many different people that neither of us knew. You see, as best we can tell, you disappeared. Something happened to force multiple servers together. They collided, ended up creating something new and rather destructive at first. Originally, many of us that were brought through into each other's worlds were panicked, ended up attacking each other, largely in self-defense, if expecting we were each being invaded, when in reality we were all victims of some greater happenstance we have yet to understand.
This is terrible. Everyone in the city.
Oh, don't worry, they're mostly alive.
Mostly.
You wouldn't expect that
Mostly.
event to go completely cleanly.
like, whoa.
I'm sorry, they're mostly alive as cooking me.
Hey,
When you get
but-
to be that age in a digital world, you take death a little lightly.
They're
Digimon is
only
gonna look-
mostly dead. Mostly
Please,
dead.
for the
means
love of
slightly
God.
alive.
Haley's just gonna
Please,
ask,
for the love
like,
of God, reset
like-
my hard drive and just defragment me. For the love of God.
Haley's just confused. Like, if you're 40 and he's elderly, like, what's the average age of people here then?
He just starts to laugh. Oh, there is definitely nothing to be considered an average among any of us. I always forget humans have such short lifespans, and only one.
Wait. Art immediately, interrupts.
That's
What do you
that's
mean,
implications.
One.
Oh, yes, death is largely a temporary thing here, although there's no guarantee you'll remember things clearly when you come back.
Oh, sweet. So we can die.
So humans don't turn into a digi-egg when they die? Well, depending on your belief system, maybe?
Question: does that mean I have a literal child soldier in my hands?
Yes, from
think
what
you're
I can...
holding on to a gun is what you're doing.
I mean, from what I can tell, that Fujimon you're carrying does appear to be rather young. I'd say under 10 years old, which wouldn't be too young by human standards, but practically an infant by ours.
Fuck, we're having infants conscripted into some kind of a, I don't know, quest, war thing.
Oh, don't worry too
Hello,
much
buddy?
about it. In our world, things are always a little chaotic. Even when you're freshly hatched, you end up having some sort of, though minimal, combat capability.
So, Jesus is actually gonna walk up to the Skepkomon, all sly like, and Rowan is gonna follow him because I don't know, going with the flow. But she's just gonna be like, so, old man, level with me. You're saying that most people in the digital world are mostly dead, right?
Oh, no, not at all. You see, it was largely the chaos of the initial event that caused quite a mess. People ended up attacking each other, believing that their world was being invaded by another, when all of us were truly victims. But it didn't take too long for everyone to realize that everyone involved was panicked and defensive. There were a few places, from what I've heard, that things got a little worse, but it was largely okay within a few hours. Most people ended up fleeing and hiding within their homes, the ones that weren't destroyed in the process. And many of those who were killed by the initial chaos have already rehatched and returned, although some have yet to evolve again.
So, hearing that, too much is gonna go, rats, so they're probably still around. Who's probably still around?
Rats.
Don't worry about it.
Rats. Where the rats?
Oh great, now I'm gonna have to put that fucking Germa clip in again.
Yep. I look over at Scratch, who is still kind of processing the whole things were okay beforehand and now they're in turmoil. Scratch, you all right? You seem a little bit lost in thought there, buddy. I don't know what to think. My entire township, my comrades, I don't know if they're safe or not. I'm actually a little bit concerned. And Art, not knowing exactly how to comfort, is just, we'll find them. Don't worry. If they're anything like you, they're most likely going to be completely fine.
So as they're saying this, once Brato hears her say comrades, he starts to side-eye her a bit, like he's putting pieces together. I've heard some mutterings here and there of what clan you might have been associated with. They're not local. You'd have to head rather far to the east in order to find them. But last I heard, they're still alive.
Scratch lets out an audible sigh, breaking a little bit of the facade of coolness, or at least stoicness, and a smile at least tugs at the edge of her face in gratitude that there's a little bit of hope there. And she sighs, just says, "I thank you. This puts my mind a little bit more at ease."
And then he immediately turns towards Caprice and aims the end of his walking stick right at her face. Like, you, meanwhile, have someone in town waiting for you.
Oh, God.
No, you're forgetting to put on your voice
Who?
changer.
Ah, God, who?
What was his name? Interesting thing is, he's not expecting you to show up, considering what he last saw of you. Honestly, I'm rather shocked to see you, but I've seen the photos of you in his office.
Ooh.
An old mercenary goes by Russell. Believe you used to call him Rusty?
Sounds like somebody's famous.
There is a moment of indignation on Caprice's face. her right hand twitches towards her belt, but doesn't actually grab a hold of anything.
Oh, don't
Using
look.
the Arthur.
Oh, don't look at me
I
like
guess I
that.
should drop in on him.
Don't give me that look. I'm sure he's looking forward to seeing you. It should be quite a surprise, though. Last I recall speaking with him about his old team, he thought you were all dead. Well, save for one particular bastard.
Well, he owes me a meal.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Well, you should all get going. But for those of you who knew the various towns that this little amalgamation was made from, you should know that it's now been renamed Data Pool. Had to rename the whole place once all of our villages ended up mashed together like this. Honestly, the construction efforts were the most obnoxious thing I've ever had to deal with, and I didn't even have to get my hands dirty for it. I was just on the logistical end.
Logistics are always the important thing. Yeah, that'd be awful.
Well, I'm sure the town looks fine.
It's interesting, to say the least. Now, I believe I'll accompany you back to home, but, I rather tired myself out running up here to meet with you. Saw the light coming down towards the grove and knew someone important was showing up. Personally, I was hoping to see one of the Royal Knights, but since the Great Compiling, none of them have been spotted.
Royal Knights? Is there a kingdom around here?
Oh,
No, Royal Knights are some sort of like insane police force. There's like, they're I don't know. I don't know how to describe them other than cops. But they're not cops because I ran from cops. You don't run from Royal Knights. You just get caught.
Oh,
I'd say less
You
of getting caught and more of getting killed on sight if you've actually earned their ire. Oh, believe me,
Jason,
you don't
nobody
have
has
to
any
worry
about
about
drugs with them.
So he points to Jason like, don't worry, you have nothing to worry about. The Royal Knights are almost always on the side of the Chosen. The only time they ever weren't, as far as I've heard from rumors of some distant server, was when their own commander was sort of brainwashed.
We're going to die here.
Oh no, I don't want to die here. I got stuff to do tomorrow. I mean, in the day after, back at home.
Well, let's see if I can help you get started with achieving whatever your goal here is so you can get back faster. Sadly, we don't have many leads. Nobody has any idea yet what caused the Great Compiling, but for you to be here now, so soon after it, must be directly involved somehow. Whoever was behind it is probably responsible for something even worse to come.
Well, surely there'll be some clues at the towns. The amalgamation of it, right?
In our little village? No. But there's plenty of places around the digital world for you to explore. Honestly, we can't give you too many leads on that. For the last 12 years, we've largely been focused on recovery efforts, and sending a few scouts out here and there. Many of them haven't returned. We haven't been able to map out much of this new world yet.
Well, you can leave to the chosen ones. Lucy strikes a pose.
Really?
I mean,
Rowan joins in.
I'm just suddenly imagining Lucy making
Jason joins in.
I'm just imagining Lucy making the Miku beam pose.
Oh my god.
Doing,
Okay, now I'm seeing it too.
Rowan hasn't seen an episode of JoJo, but he's doing like a sort of like he doesn't have a hat, but he's doing a pose where if he did have a hat, he would be glancing it over his eyes and standing in a sort of like degree and standing at a sort of an angle. I don't know how to describe it better than that.
So he's doing a Jotaro pose.
Jason's hitting the Avdol yes I am pose.
Oh god.
They're just gonna sigh and be like, so is there any way we could borrow a shower in your town, please?
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, you're chosen. We obviously will give you room and board at our hotel.
Ooh.
Still no reason to be a dick.
This definitely won't get to my head, surely.
So, any of you have any further questions for me for the walk back? Plenty of time to kill. Yeah, Jason first.
Everything here is made up of data here, right?
Indeed, and temporarily, so are you.
Jason
Oh.
looks at his flipper. He slowly starts moving his finger towards the prod on it to see if anything will happen if he pokes himself with it. Ow!
Okay,
my arm's asleep now. Oh god.
That is actually an action I did not expect you to take, but you know what? I'm gonna give you a roleplay point for that, because that does trigger a little something. You get an extra point purely for your, just a general point to allocate to anything purely off roleplay for that.
Yay!
What?
Oh, I'll be dishing those out to everybody depending on your roleplay decisions. So
Rex Knuckles, time
yeah.
to lock in.
as
Time to
you
lock it.
as you tap the end of your flipper, which for those of you who are not familiar with it, a flipper is a popular compact hacking device meant to interface with as many different things as possible.
If it's got a signal, you can break it.
Pretty much. And the moment Jason prods it with his finger, he feels this rather potent static shock, and a light green flash goes off. And his curiosity to approach this anomaly leads to it suddenly shape-shifting. Suddenly, his flipper that had a relatively standard white and orange design and looked relatively inconspicuous has turned black with green trim matching his jacket. And the interface seems to have been upgraded somewhat. Actually, the multiple different plugs on it, the multiple inputs, have all sort of coalesced into some strange unknown metal that almost looks fluid on one end of it. Like it's now designed to just have one input that can work for anything. Congratulations. You have been the first one to be rewarded with your Digivice.
Wow.
Hooray!
How'd you do that?
Caprice, what the fuck is this? She stares at him for a moment.
God, I have my work cut out with this one.
Thanks for watching, guys, and please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Envoy of Kairos for many more videos, ranging from gameplay to speed paints, my original Pokemon region, game concepts, and much more. And do try to remember the words of Kairos. Embrace every opportunity to better yourself and the world. You never know when a leap of faith will change your life for the better. See you again soon.